Yes. Happy morning, children. Hope you all are doing good. Okay. So, in the last class, what are all the concepts we have learned about this French Revolution, children? So, we understood how the France, it was struggling and the third estate people were struggling for their rights. Okay. And to have the equality among the people, there should not be any privileges which has been given to those people by birth. It has to be removed, and how philosophers were helping this third estate people, okay, to overcome all those problems. And then I know that this third estate people only, they started with the National Assembly and the tennis court Versailles. Yes, very good. So after that, we have seen that they started with the constitutional monarchy. That means the Louis XVI, the King Louis XVI has agreed for the constitution which has been framed by this people, that is the third estate people. Okay, whatever the rules will be taken by him will be according to the constitution. So finally, that's the reason it has become like a constitutional monarchy. So when they have been completed the drafting of this constitution? 17? Yes, very good. So finally, in today's class, we are going to discuss about France abolishes monarchy and becomes a republic. So finally, we have seen that the constitutional monarchy they adopted. Even the people started to oppose this constitutional monarchy also, and they tried to adopt this republic. Okay, we'll see today how they have been abolished the monarchy and then how they started with the republic. Okay, see here, children. So finally, they tried to abolish the monarchy and tries to become the republic. See, the situation in the France continued to be tense during the following years. So as we have seen that, so it was very difficult for the people to survive due to the high, the food price. That is, the bread price was also so high, increased food prices, and there was very difficulties for the poor people. And even the voting right which has been made in the constitutional monarchy has given right only to the prosperous men. Above 25 years, prosperous men were only considered as the active citizens, and the remaining everyone were considered as the passive citizens. Okay, see, although Louis XVI had signed the constitution, he entered into secret negotiations with the King Prussia. So finally what happened? So the Louis XVI had agreed for the whatever the constitutions which has been framed by the National Assembly of France. But even though he has signed for this constitution, agreed for the constitution, he secretly had an agreement with the King Prussia. Because see here, children, even the neighboring countries of the France, they were very much worried about by seeing this activities of the people, revolutionary activities of the people, because even their country people may also influenced by these activities. So this we have seen in the democracy in the contemporary world. Yes or no, children? This is one of the base for the people. The French Revolution was the base for the people. By seeing this, many country people started to fight or revolt against the monarchy system. Okay, so finally the Louis XVI had a negotiation and agreement with the King Prussia. Okay, see, rulers of other neighboring countries too were worried by the development in France. So as I told you, people, the many other neighboring country people, our neighboring country kings, they were also worried that even in their country also people may revolt against the monarchy system. So due to that, they planned to stop the activities, the revolutionary activities of the people there only. Okay, see, made plans to send troops to put down the events that had been taking place there since the summer of 17 1889. So they were planning to put down these activities. They were thinking how to put down these activities of the people, revolutionary activities of the people. So they were planning to send some troops to make them suppress. Okay, so before this could happen, the National Assembly voted in April 1792 to declare war against Prussia and Austria. So before the neighboring countries planned to send the troops, the National Assembly planned, or they declare war against the Prussia and Austria. Prussia is a country where the Louis XVI had the secret negotiation, okay, against the Prussia and Austria. They declared the war in the year of 1792. So thousands of volunteers thronged from the provinces to join the army. So the many people, thousands of volunteers, they didn't go and call. The volunteers, they themselves volunteered to support this National Assembly, and they started to join the army. Okay, see, they saw this as a war of the people against kings and aristocracies all over Europe. So finally what happened? This aristocracies of the kings, how they were treating the people. So they thought they are fighting against the people, against the kings and the aristocracies of the Europe. So that's the reason many people, they volunteered themselves to join the army and supported this National Assembly in the war declared against the Prussia and Austria. Okay, hope you guys are understanding, right? Very good. See, among the patriotic songs they sang was the Marseillaise, composed by the poet Roger de Lisle. So finally guys, you have to remember about the Marseillaise. So this is a national anthem even now in the France. Okay, it is a national anthem. So they were singing the many patriotic songs. So as we have seen even in India at the time of independence, so the many patriotic songs were singing. Yes or no? To support, to boost our Indians to fight against the British people. So same way, even in France also they were singing the many patriotic song, but this Marseillaise is one of the very good song. See, it was sung for the first time by volunteers from Marseillaise as they marched into Paris, and so got its name. The Marseillaise is now the national anthem of France. Okay. Yes, children. So finally, we understood that the Marseillaise is now the national anthem of France. Okay. So it is one of the patriotic song, and it was first sung by the volunteers from the Marseillaise as they marched into the Paris. Okay. So that is the reason it got its name as a Marseillaise. Okay. Yes. And the next we can see that the Revolutionary Wars, yes, the Revolutionary Wars, the Revolutionary Wars brought losses and economic difficulties to the people. So guys, this we have studied many times. Okay, so when we are starting with the war, or when we are doing some wars, what happens, children? Why economic losses will happen? Because they have to invest more and more on the armies. Okay, they have to invest more and more on the the equipments which they'll be using in the war field, and for the army or the soldiers, the health, or for their the food welfare. So that is the reason what happens, it will be very difficult. The losses will be there in the economic policies. Okay, so finally even here also what happened, due to this Revolutionary Wars, it increased the economic difficulties of the people. Already they were facing the economic difficulties. Again, due to this war, they started to face more and more economic losses. Okay, see here. While the men were away fighting at the front, women were left to cope with the tasks of earning a living and looking after their family. So it is very much important. Yes or no, children? Many people, they volunteered themselves to join the army to fight against the kings and the atrocities, which is happening around the Europe. So that situation when men were fighting for the country. So what is the responsibilities of the women? Yes, they have to take care of their family, living, they have to take care of their children, everything. Yes or no? So the women were earning their living and they were taking care of their families. Okay, see here. Large sections of the population were convinced that the revolution had to be carried further, as the Constitution of 1791 gave political rights only to the richer section of the society. So as I explained you in the beginning, the last class we have understood about this. Yes or no, children? So the active citizens, that means only the prosperous men who is able to pay the taxes of 3 days of their, the earnings, whatever. So only those people were able to vote. The remaining everyone they considered as a passive citizens. So that is the reason many, the large section of the population, they were convinced that they have to continue this revolutionary activities because the Constitution has given right only to the richer section of the society. Even it has to be given to the poor people of the society also. That means rights, the equal rights they were expecting. Okay, hope you guys understood, right? Excuse me, children. Political clubs became an important rallying point for people who wish to discuss government policies and plan their own forms of action. Yes, children. So finally we understood that, even the many third estate people, those people were struggling, the poor people, they were struggling to have an equality among the rights. Okay, so that time they should have some place to discuss their ideas, their thoughts. So we have studied in our Indian independence time. Yes or no? So they have to discuss about their ideas. So that time they started with the political clubs. Guys, remember, political clubs became very important because they have to discuss about their ideas, they have to discuss about the government plans, policies, and what to do next, what has happened, how to improve. Okay, so that they wanted some places, they wanted some clubs. So that is the reason they started with the political clubs. Okay, hope you guys understood, right? Why political clubs became very much important? Because to share their thoughts, to discuss about the government policies, to discuss about their next plans, what to do further. Okay, see, the most successful of these clubs was that of the Jacobins, which got its name from the former convent of the Saint Jacob in Paris. So finally we understood that political clubs became very much important in French Revolution. Okay, so there the people used to discuss about the government policies and whatever the plans are, the next whatever the further the decisions which they have to do. Okay, so in those the political clubs, Jacobins clubs is one of the very much famous and the successful the club. Okay, which is a successful club? Yes, Jacobins club. Why it has got like a Jacobins? It's because it was the former convent of the Saint Jacob in the Paris. Okay, so it was one of the former convent. So finally it was one of the former convent of this Saint Jacob in the Paris. So finally that is the reason it has got the name as a Jacobins club. Okay, so we understood why political clubs were important.